Hey everybody, Matthew J here. Today talking about vulnerability and leadership, two amazing traits to have. These two traits are so powerful and bring you so much value in the world. They are such great qualities to have that many do not carry with themselves. They take a great deal of letting go of your ego, and maybe why it is hard for many others to portray. Both of these are great qualities on their own, but when you mix both together, it is a recipe for huge influence and value to yourself. Leadership is a very simple quality, much more than what people assume, but fear is often causing others to lack this. It comes with a mix of many different qualities and traits basically, but it is very simple of when you know you should speak up and say something, take initiative, or walk away and let something go. There are loads of benefits to being a leader in the simplest circumstances. Some basic characteristics of leadership qualities are being confident. Most communication comes from non-verbal cues that people believe and listen to you when you have confidence. Honesty. Actually, it gives you more credibility even when you think it may devalue yourself. Like being very straightforward, saying something very honest about yourself gives you more credibility. And most people may think it's it's going to make them look bad, it's going to hurt their reputation, but it actually brings more value to yourself. Focus. Leaders keep their attention to the most important aspects of what they're doing, and others will respect you for that. When you stay busy and you got to stay on an important task, people may be upset in the moment, but eventually they'll see, you have a bigger cause and you're staying focused or whatever, and that's a great thing to have. Everyone wants to have that. Positivity. Again, it may go against people's beliefs they are living in, but everyone wants to be happy. It is what we all search for in life. This being decisive. This is close to confidence, but always when you make decisions quickly, it keeps flowing positively. This is a perfect chance for you to increase leadership qualities, as it happens so often. When a group of people are standing around and everyone is being polite, nobody wants to make the first decision or act quickly, but a leader keeps the conversation rolling, keeps the situations moving, and the line in order. It will pop in your head right away usually what you should do. You may coordinate others to take action on with themselves, and it will probably be appreciated and bring that value to you. So, it happens all the time, and that's just a simple circumstance of when you can act as a leader, and you'll see what a benefit it does to the situation and the value it brings to you. Inspiring others. All these qualities will inspire others to be like these ways. When people see how another person has done it, they will do it too. We are influenced by everything around us, and we follow the monkey see, monkey do theory because we now trust that it works. Fear is broken down, and we can now take action ourselves. So just simply doing these, like that simple leadership quality by taking initiative and, telling people, helping them out and what they should do, or, letting someone know, like, you go ahead, it's fine, and giving them direction basically. That's inspiring. You know what I mean? They'll see like, wow, that's so simple to do, and like he actually made the situation a lot easier and better, and I don't feel uncomfortable and awkward now. Like things are flowing nicely. That's a simple way where you're using both of those all in one. So, why do others respect these qualities in leaders? Because as much as they do not do them, they want to be just like that. People can see the truth in life and may ignore it because it doesn't fit their current beliefs, but they respect it and wish they were like that. Plus, it usually makes the environment better, so everyone gets in a better mood. Now, vulnerability. Vulnerability kind of relates to being a leader in all ways, really. It is all about putting yourself out there, being upfront and honest, showing your insecurities and not being ashamed about them, but confident. This creates more trust, respect, and loyalty. When you do this, it creates massive value. People see you in a new light and respect you greatly after for it. A recent story I had in using both qualities is when I was at the gym. I was working out behind a guy that was doing a shoulder press, with a bar. And he was a strong, ripped guy. And you basically put the bar back on the ledge. It's kind of behind your head. So he kind of missed the bar or missed the ledge to put it back on, and he kind of dropped it or whatever. And everyone kind of seen this, and everyone just ignored it really because they didn't want to probably embarrass him, and they didn't want to come up and help him because it's like a tense, awkward situation or whatever. And so while most of them ignored it, I approached him right away. I said, "Are you all right?" He assured he was fine and explained what happened. And I said the exact same thing happened to me recently. It happened just a few weeks earlier, actually. And I've used it so many times. It's just a very awkward, stationary machine. So I talked to him what happened. And I'm like, the setup was terrible or whatever, like how it is. It really is. We casually talked about the problems, about the setup and shoulder pressing in general. I then told him, let me know if you need a spot because of how awkward it was putting it back down. And he said he was going to lower the weight and he should be fine or whatever. And I noticed later on in the gym session, in the gym area and then in the change room, he looked at me as if like I was glowing, like like when I went by, he was looking at me, so much, like so like intensely, almost in a nice good way. And I believe he appreciated and respected me on how I came up to him, showed my vulnerability, and then my leadership quality to actually come up to him confidently during that whole slip up. And that's just one example, one simple example that's on a one-on-one situation of how you can really change the value in yourself and character with people. So it's very interesting, and this stuff happens all the time in public like situations with people. There's always awkwardness, and there's always like things that could be said and direction that could be pointed towards. And most people, like, they're all always thinking usually like, oh, I should do that, or like whatever. I've been there. Until you start to be aware of all this, you won't do it or whatever. And until you break that fear, you definitely won't do it. So when the time comes, you should step up. Your intuition will tell you, and you should do so immediately. Because the faster you do it in the moment, the smoother it will flow, the transaction. So you will feel a sense of pride, and a new respect will start to unfold within yourself and within the eyes of your peers. So I think it's very interesting and cool. Vulnerability and leadership, I think they're amazing qualities. Once you start to incorporate them in your daily life, things start to unfold in a great way. Let me know what you guys think about these qualities. if you incorporate them in your daily regiment. And that's it for today. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment on the video. I hope this this video was a smooth, transaction itself. It seemed a little wavy today. See you guys on the next one.